6, 5,
Five,
4,
four,
3,
three,
2,
two,
1.
one. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome to the Point of View. I'm your host, DDE80, aka Mike D, aka 13 Wonder of the World. So nice to talk to y'all on this Friday. Thank you for tuning in on the Point of View on this Friday, which is the last day of the month of February. Man, February went by so fast. This is the last day of Black History Month, and I'm going to start off, before I talk about anything else, I'm going to start off talking about Black history, a moment in Black history, does with sports. I'm going to talk about, everybody thought I was talking about LeBron. I'll talk about LeBron in a few minutes, and I'll talk about the WWE Elimination Chamber, a little bit about TNA, because I know SmackDown comes on in about 30 minutes, and I don't want to hold up too much of your time. And there's some great NBA games coming on tonight, including the Celtics versus the Cavs. That's going to be a great game, as well as the Knicks and the Grizzlies, Clippers and the Lakers are also on the deal, as well as Denver beating Detroit right now. So those are some great NBA games that come on tonight. Lakers beat the T-Wolves last night. LeBron and Luka are still doing their thing. Tonight they play against the Clippers. Shout out to B.Ray. Speaking of B.Ray and the Clippers, Point Place family, I love all you, everybody that's on the label as well. M. Breezy, my boy, my little homeboy, as well as my niece, Naya. I love y'all, and my sister, I love y'all too. Thank you for listening to the Point of View, on the Podbeam app, as well as YouTube. Now, let me talk about Black History Month for a minute. It's been a great month of Black History. We know that starting tomorrow is the 1st of March, and we're getting the countdown to spring, and we're also getting the countdown to daylight savings time, where it's going to start getting dark around about close to 9 o'clock at night. Excuse me for a minute. That was a pause in the phone. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a great deal, a great situation, as we go on. Now we're in the 3rd month of the year so far. Man, that's crazy. We're already in the 3rd month of the year of 2025. But now back to Black History Month. There's one guy I want to talk about. Actually, there's so many black athletes in the sports realm that's done a lot for the business of sports. But I want to talk about one guy that was a legend in the making. Actually, he's going to be a legend in the making if he keeps playing. And that guy is Jalen Hurts, Oklahoma's quarterback. He's the third, listen to me closely. He made history this year, becoming the 3rd black athlete in football, in the National Football League, to win a Super Bowl. And I say this a lot. There's only 2 before him. There's Doug Williams from here in Louisiana, Grambling, and of course Patrick Mahomes, who's a 3-time Super Bowl champion. There were 2 black quarterbacks competing for a Super Bowl, not just this past year, but 2 years ago as well, when Patrick Mahomes beat Jalen Hurts to win the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Well, they had the rematch this year, and Jalen Hurts and the Eagles just destroyed Kansas City, man. Patrick Mahomes fumbling, interception, sack. He just had a bad day at the office. But Jalen Hurts proved to everybody that he made history. You can never take that away from him being the 3rd black NFL quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Cam Newton was one that went there as a black athlete, as a black quarterback, as well as Donovan McNabb, and they were not able to get the job done. But Jalen Hurts just made history by getting the job done. So congratulations to Jalen Hurts. This is my Black History moment for you, along with the whole Philadelphia Eagle organization, especially Gilly and Wallow, because they just go crazy behind those Eagles, man. along with my brother Kendo. Shout out to my brother Kendo as well. Eagle fan as well. They've won 2 championships in 4 tries. Is it 4 tries or 3 tries? Something like that. I can't remember. I think it's 2 out of 4 for the Eagles, because they did beat the Patriots bad, and they've beaten the Chiefs. It's actually 4, because they won 1 against the Chiefs, lost 1 with the Chiefs. So within the 4 tries they've been to the Super Bowl, they've actually won 2. Congratulations to the Eagles, and congratulations to Jalen Hurts for being that quarterback to get to the Super Bowl and actually win it. All right, let me switch gears for a minute and let's talk about, I'm not going to get into the NBA tonight. I'm going to get a little bit into TNA. TNA had a great show last night with all the guys they had out there, ladies and gentlemen. And especially with the Hardys teaming up with Obafemi. We saw Mensa go up against Mike Santana. Cora Jade and Masha Slamovich is going to have a match. Of course, Fraction against the Hardys. I wonder who from NXT is going to fight Joe Hendry for the TNA title. That's my next move, my next talk about that, because I have not seen Tasha Steelz come over to the NXT universe. I think she'll probably be somebody that probably makes that crossover there. Don't be shocked if Mustafa Ali comes back to WWE during the NXT portal. During the TNA portal. I would love to see Mike Santana go up against somebody in NXT. I would love to see Mike Santana go up against Obafemi. That'd be a great match. I would love to see Tasha Steelz and Kalani Jordan go at it. Or Tasha Steelz versus Miss Parker. That would be interesting. Or Fallon Henley up against Dana Brooke, aka Ash by Legend. Or, their group Fatal Attraction, Fatal Influence, or whatever the name of their team is, with JC Jane and Fallon Henry. I would love to see them go up against Spitfire in TNA for the tag team titles. That would be interesting, man. X Division match as well. X Division title match. Moose, who's the champion right now. I would love to see Moose and Tony D go at it. So they got some great situations going on there where you see a lot of ins and outs going into TNA as well as NXT. So that's going to be interesting to see as well, folks. That's going to make a lot of noise. That's going to make a lot of credibility to TNA when they do it again. It's going to be interesting. I didn't watch the press conference for Toronto tonight for SmackDown, but I do know there will be a couple of matches. I think it will be Chelsea Green versus a competitor for the Women's United States title. I don't know. Whoever fights are going to win. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. The build up to Elimination Chamber is going to be tonight. I'm quite sure we're going to see Cody. I'm quite sure we're going to see Jacob Fatu. I'm quite sure we're going to see the tag team champions as well. Everybody, all the big players are going to be probably on SmackDown tonight to address the Elimination Chamber, which comes on tomorrow. It's going to be. I still think John Cena's going to win. I think it could be CM Punk is a huge 2 to win. I don't think we're going to see the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk anymore. I think we're just going to see CM Punk probably go up against Logan Paul at WrestleMania. And I think we're probably going to see Seth Rollins go up against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That could be the match, because Roman Reigns is going to have a big match at WrestleMania. There's no way that this man has headlined WrestleMania for the last 3 or 4 years as champion and you just put him and don't have him on a match at WrestleMania and he's healthy, that's not going to happen. I would love to see Sheamus in the match. I keep saying this over and over. I would love to see Sheamus a part of WrestleMania in a WrestleMania match as well. The Elimination Chamber is going to be off the chain. I don't think they're going to add any more matches to it unless they add the tag team titles match on SmackDown. I would love to see, can the Street Profits become the tag team champions again? That's just a dream of mine. I would love to see Ford. I would love to see Ford and Dawkins and Tez become the tag team champions again. That's what I want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing it. So we'll see what happens with that, ladies and gentlemen. Also, the Suns and the Pelicans play tonight as well. Bradley Beal's not playing. Andrew Wiggins is not playing in the game against the Pacers tonight for the Heat. There's going to be some interesting situations that are going to be happening tonight in basketball. I don't know. A lot of people was asking me, was LeBron playing tonight, because they didn't see him on the bet sheet, but I think he's going to play tonight, so we'll see what happens with that. Luka's going to have a great game tonight as well. They're playing against the Clippers. Clippers have beaten the Lakers in like the last 13 meetings. But I think the last time they played the Lakers lost to the Clippers. But the time before that, I think the Lakers did beat the Clippers. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as the moving parts go on in the NBA as the season starts to wind down. Starting in the next 2 months, the season is going to start winding down. We're going to start seeing how the playoff push is about to go. Also, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this too about the NBA. I heard the news that Joel Embiid is out for the season. Paul George shut down his podcast because he is trying to concentrate on get the Sixers into a playoff, which is not going to happen. I don't think they're going to make it this year. I don't think they're going to get in the play-in. They could possibly get in the play-in. If they get in the play-in, that will be a great achievement for them this year, despite all the injuries they've had and despite all the people that were out. But man, it's dim. Brooklyn Nets had a better record, was tied with the Sixers. And Paul George decided to get online and tell folks that he did not want to do his podcast anymore. You got to remember, the New York crowd is something, but the Philadelphia fans are wow. And for PG-13 to shut his podcast down because he wants to focus on them winning championship, it's not going to happen this year. It may happen next year, but you got to figure out what you're going to do with the process. I think Joel Embiid will probably still be in Philly, but you guys are going to have to start planning, getting the young guys more involved, because he's lingering. He's dealing with an injury that has been affecting him ever since he's been drafted in the NBA. Joel Embiid has been in the NBA for like over 13 years now, if I'm not mistaken. He's been with Philly for 13 seasons, 13 seasons. 1 year when he got drafted, I remember the draft he was in. I think it was the 2011 draft. He was hurt. He was hurt when Philly drafted him. So I don't know what else is there. He's a big man and he's dealing with knee problems, foot problems, and things like that. And so it's hard. It's hard on him. I know he wants to play, but he just can't play because he's hurt. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that, the Sixers can find a way just to get in the play. If they can get in the play-in, then they got a chance. Then never say never when you get in the play-in. But I just think their season is washed this year. I don't think Paul George and Maxey has enough, along with Oubre. Oubre has been playing somewhat okay. But I think this is a disappointing year for the Philadelphia 76ers and Budenholzer. I just don't think that they're going to be able to, not Budenholzer. Who is their coach? Who is the coach of the Philadelphia 76ers? Is it Budenholzer? Budenholzer? I think. I don't want to mess up whoever the coach is. But they're having a hard time with this situation. So it's going to be tough. They're going to have a long, painful off season. They're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with Joel Embiid. And PG is there for the next 2 years. So they got to figure out what they're going to do. But other than that, you guys enjoy SmackDown. Enjoy the NBA, Boston versus Cleveland. Enjoy the Lakers and the Clippers later. You guys enjoy everything. College basketball as well as hockey. Enjoy your dose of sports. God bless you. God keep you. I'll be back on tomorrow to talk more about sports with you and give you my predictions on the Elimination Chamber. Happy last day of February. God bless you. God keep you. I love you. I'm out.